None of us can truly know where a mind might go when allowed to wander with absolute, unconditional freedom. There are those whose thoughts travel a little further down the paths of consciousness and subconsciousness. And what they find, what they create along the way, can be utterly surreal. Hi, I'm Hank Hine, director of the Dalí Museum, a place for all the world to enjoy and explore the work of Salvador Dalí. Here we allow Dalí's classical training and his boundless imagination to open our minds and unleash our creativity.
Salvador Dalí. Spain's most famous son was born in 1904 in Catalonia, an autonomous region in the northeastern part of the country known for its spirit of independence and invention. Virtues Dalí would carry throughout his life. Dalí's submersion into the world of imagination began early in his life. His parents named him after his older brother, Salvador, who passed away just before the artist's birth. This planted a seed of profound ambiguity and a lifetime of questioning. From the time of his youth, Dalí nurtured a kinship with science, weaving the principles of physics, mathematics, and optics into his work.
All his life, Dalí was fascinated with science and technology, literature, religion, and love, and he wove them into his art.
These influences appear in Dalí's work, where he invites us to venture with him into new realms of discovery, new ways of looking at the world around us, to find something more thrilling, more fantastic within one another, within ourselves. With his wife Gala forever his muse, Dalí found a new medium for his expressions: movies. Collaborating with Louis Buñuel on 2 films, Dalí brought his visions of romance and personal tragedy to celluloid. The 1940s would prove tumultuous, yet definitive to Dalí and his legacy. He and Gala fled Europe in the chaos of World War II, spending time in California and Virginia, then settling in New York City. There, Dalí expanded his artistic media, exploring jewelry, clothing, furniture, even department store displays, while still continuing to broaden his efforts on canvas. Following their return home in 1948, Dalí's obsession with science and math emerged with a bang in his work, culminating in a larger-than-life collection, sharply contrasting some of his famous, smaller masterpieces like The Disintegration of the Persistence of Memory.
Dalí's large masterworks, a series of 20 epic paintings, are not only monumental in size and ambition, but each took over a year to complete.
Acclaimed for their technical brilliance, these inviting and awe-inspiring paintings incorporate optical illusions, geometry, and history, all with stupefying beauty. 8 of them are on display here at the Dalí Museum, the world's largest collection of Dalí's masterworks. Over the next few decades, Dalí lived life to the fullest, basking in the glory of fame and notoriety, pouring passion into every work of art, and even preserving, and at times enhancing, his own legacy. After the death of his beloved Gala, Dalí spent the rest of his days back in Catalonia, where life had begun for the master of the surreal, and where it finally ended at the age of 84. A complex yet wondrous life, rife with outstanding gifts of art to inspire and intrigue the world for generations to come. Look closely. Think deeply. Wonder without concept of time. The mystery, the majesty, the mind-twisting marvels of Dalí and his works live on in a museum as rare and remarkable as Dalí himself. What began as a personal art collection of Salvador Dalí's friends, Reynolds and Eleanor Morse, grew through the years, as did their friendship, into the most complete collection of Dalí art in the world. More than just a place to go, the Dalí Museum is a living homage to the mystifying genius of Salvador Dalí. A home that continues to evolve, an unparalleled collection of his finest work.
The Dalí Museum is where visitors come from around the world, not only to see Dalí's finest works, but also exhibitions of other important artists.
Just as Dalí's collection was built with equal parts art, mathematics, science, and passion, so too is the museum. Both celebrating and protecting 80 years of Dalí's work, the museum draws you in and out with intriguing discoveries at every turn. The Avant-Garden, a corporeal journey into the mind of Dalí, salutes the artist's fascination with the duality of art and nature through the elegant design in both local and Mediterranean flora. And the gardens are just a small part of a day you won't soon forget, where the expected becomes unexpected and the rational blends with the fantastical. Here, 18-inch thick concrete walls built to withstand the strongest of hurricanes erupt in a free-form geodesic glass bubble known as the Enigma. And rising within stands one of Dalí's scientific inspirations, a helical staircase that spirals its way to the third-floor galleries and continues upwards toward the sky. And within, 8 permanent galleries of Dalí's finest works await your visit, your personal journey. Hundreds of glimpses inside one of the most brilliant and influential artistic minds the world has ever known. Gracing the shores, the skyline, the community of St. Petersburg, the Dalí Museum is the cultural crown jewel, the epicenter of the city's burgeoning arts community.
Here at the Dalí, we are dedicated to fostering the cultural life of our region through education and outreach programs for lovers of art and for those who want to see the world in a new way.
As you explore all that St. Petersburg has to offer, from the thriving visual art scene to performing arts, exceptional museums, eclectic restaurants and waterfront parks, to the serene beauty of our award-winning beaches, carry with you the simple yet revealing saying of Dalí's. A true artist is not one who is inspired, but one who inspires others. We invite you to look beyond the obvious, delve into the fantastical, and find exalting inspiration unlike any other here at the Dalí Museum.